It was almost like a Wild Wild West movie last Friday afternoon as Belize City Police set chase after a suspect van in the Lake Independence area. As reported by the media, a police squad attempted to intercept a heavily tinted maroon Astro Chevrolet van as it approached the Belize District Education Center. Officers were reportedly seen jumping out of their vehicles and unleashing a barrage of bullets in the direction of the van. When the driver pulled into this yard on Santa Barbara Street, he was detained by officers.
Police set chase at this van to intercept this van. However, the van eluded police. Police set up a barricade on Mahogany Street to try and stop this said vehicle that was driving recklessly. The information we received was that occupants from this said van was firing shots in the area. Hence the reason for police pursuing this said van. On Police Street, a passenger exited this said vehicle where GSU personnel who was in the area pursued this person that had fled the said van. He was detained and escorted to the station. The pursuit continued up into the cemetery area, Partridge Street, and ended up in the vicinity of Santa Barbara Street, where a male occupant drove his vehicle into a yard and escaped. Police pursued the said male person and apprehended him. Inside the vehicle, crime scene technicians recovered one expended 9mm shell.
Several bullet holes were seen on the van, to the windshield, door and the back. At the scene where MARQUIN DRURY was detained, his attorney spoke to the media of the injuries his client sustained, allegedly at the hands of the police firing squad.
Well, the police are alleging that my client, Mr. MARQUIN DRURY, was involved in a shootout. What my instructions are is that he was shot at, and the police as well were shooting at him. I saw some bullet holes, some entry wounds in his vehicle, and also I saw some grazes on his body, on his knee and on his face. So my feeling is that he was a target of a gun play, and the police are somehow now accusing him of being the trigger man.
At this time, the investigation is ongoing, and if there is any witness that witnessed the shots being fired at the suspect, I would invite them to visit Precinct 2 to give their witness statement in regards to that.
Police believe that the shooting spree by the occupants of the same Astro Chevrolet van started half an hour earlier on East Collett Canal when a taxi driver was shot and rushed to the KHMH.
There was a young man, Joshua Lewis, from Amara Avenue address, who visited the police station and stated that he was driving his Camry, his Toyota Camry Corolla, on East Collett Canal, when a red Astro van drove up next to him, and the driver pointed a firearm and fired a shot at him. The shot caught him in his left arm and penetrated his rib cage. Since then, we have arrested a young man by the name of MARQUIN DRURY, and charge him for that incident.
This was followed by a shooting near the cemetery on the George Price Highway. There, several 9mm expended shells were discovered by officers attached to Precinct 2 of the Belize City Police Department.
Information was received from the communication center, police communication center, of shots being fired at the entrance of the cemetery. Police visited that area where it was confirmed that shots were heard in that area, and police recovered 4 9mm expended shells. The scene was processed by our crime scene technicians. Thereafter, we received further information of shots being fired in the LaCroix Boulevard area. Police visited that area where a red in color Astra van was seen driving at a high speed. We confirmed that it is the same van that was doing the shootings in Precinct 2 area. Hence the reason for our pursuit.
Drury was arraigned today for the shooting of Lewis. Dwayne Moody for News 5.